How am I gonna stick this chin-up bar along with this 20 kilo kettlebell, these dumbbells, and the rest of this equipment all into this guy? Well, stick around. I'm gonna show you the essentials I'm actually gonna be packing as I'm getting ready to travel a year abroad with the family. I haven't left yet, but I know what's gonna upend my fitness routine. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. We're planning a year of travel with the kids abroad. And if I don't plan anything, it's game over for consistency. But here's the thing, I've got a plan for myself that any parent can use, even if you're only going away for a week. So stick around. You'll be surprised at the things I'm gonna actually pack in my suitcase to get me fit abroad for a year. I don't know about you, but every single time I travel, I think about squeezing in a workout, but that rarely happens because guess what? Parenting doesn't go on vacation, right? There's no pause button for parenting because let's face it, there's simply limited time, limited space, unpredictable schedule, and I'm not gonna be trying to find a gym to try to get to it with everything else that's going on. So usually a workout routine or a scheduled workout, like a 60-minute workout, it's unrealistic for me. You might feel the same way. You just don't have that kind of time, or you just don't want to figure out how to find a gym or how to get in the space where you can actually do a workout. And when you have all these challenges to overcome, it's like, why even try? But that's what I want to fix because we should try. Just like there's no pause button on parenting for vacation, there's no pause button for our own body. So just because you think you don't have the time or a way to get exercise in, the body doesn't really care because it's still gonna move forward whether you exercise it or not. Of course, I love to take all this equipment with me and plenty more. However, this little guy isn't gonna hold it. Plus this 20 kilo kettlebell is probably gonna go way over the weight limit. Now, if I had this guy, which my wife would love for me to actually bring, but I'm not lugging around a humongous suitcase plus 3 carry-ons and 4 different backpacks all around the world. So this thing is not going with us. So that only leaves this one. So here's my approach that I'm gonna take before I even get on that plane. If you've been following me for a while, then you know I'm all about 10-minute shorter routines. Something that's compact that you can do efficiently and also give you effective results. But if you haven't been following me, you should hit that subscribe button now and click that bell notification so you know when I upload my next videos. As I was mentioning, short workouts that you can do quickly at any time during the day. And as we're traveling abroad, let me tell you, I know there's gonna be unforeseen circumstances or challenges, things that we just don't know what's gonna happen. And if I still wanna keep that sanity, de-stress myself, keep my body limber and strong through all the challenges and adventures I will be doing, I gotta make sure I'm doing something. So quick routines, whether I do it quickly at night or when the kids are getting homeschooled or in between excursions or naps, something that I can do fairly shortly. The other thing, it has to be simple and it has to work in a confined space because let's face it, I'm not gonna have a home where it's gonna be 4 different levels like we have here and lots of space that I can move forward and back and side to side and swing kettlebells around. I'm gonna probably be in Airbnbs, smaller, compact areas. I just don't know exactly what the space will be when we actually get there. So the workouts like that I'll be doing or the exercise I'll be doing has to be fairly efficient for the space that we have. And I can't wait to be showing you guys some of the areas that I'm actually gonna be doing some exercises in. We're gonna be all around Asia and some parts of Europe, so get ready for that. That's why you gotta subscribe. Follow me on this family travel during our year abroad. The most essential piece of equipment that I'll probably be bringing are resistance bands. Why? Look, they are lightweight, they are easy to pack, they don't take up any room. Well, they take up a little bit of room, but this is about it, right? Bands take up little piece, like the smallest amount of room in your luggage. I probably wouldn't even bring these resistance bands because they have the handles. I'll be probably just bringing more of these TheraBands, right? Like these physio type bands or, you know, like Pilates bands, whatever you want to call them. I have a set of 3 that I'm going to be bringing because this is going to be essential along with my own body weight to be doing a lot of strength training. And I'm sure lugging around luggage up and down hills, stairs, gravel paths, that's all going to be part of my workout too. So I know I'll get plenty of steps in, but I gotta make sure I maintain that strength. So resistance bands, definitely one of the essential ones that I'll be packing in the suitcase. And I've already got a plan about how I'm gonna structure my workouts between upper body, lower body, and full body. It's gonna go through mobility, strength, and flexibility. So the pillars of what I always teach and try to educate all my clients and you guys. As you know, I'm all about helping parents move better so they can feel more energized, move with less pain, so they can actually do the things that they enjoy with their kids for as long as possible. And even if you don't have kids, isn't just moving and feeling better just a more desirable way of living anyways? So there you have it, just my structured approach of what I would be bringing and doing on my year abroad. And as a parent, you know, when you're bringing your own kids on vacation, it doesn't mean like that you still can't keep active or somewhat keep your body maintained with your strength, mobility, and just feeling better overall. One bonus item I'm gonna bring with me is this, a lacrosse ball. Not a foam roller, not a big massage gun, just a simple lacrosse ball so I can break down scar tissue, knots for my daily travels when I get stiff or when areas of my body just become tense. And speaking of tense, if you feel really stiff around your hips or your lower body, download my free hip to toe guide that helps you release tension all the way through your hips, knees, and ankles. So if you sit a lot or you stand a lot and you're just feeling achy within your hip or your back, make sure to download that free guide. I'll leave it in the descriptions below. And if it helps, it's not about the perfect workout. It's about just doing something. You don't need an hour. You don't need a gym. You just need a plan that works for you. So if you want to follow along while we travel the world, deal with jet lag, cranky kids, and still somehow stay fit, then hit that subscribe button. And if you want my free Move Better Hip to Toe guide that works great for travel or daily life, I'll leave that link in the descriptions. And I'll see you in my next video.